girl Precious.
And it's your boy Rogers.
Yes, guys, as you saw in today's title, we are going to be doing an updated story of how we met. Guys, we did a video like that a few months back, but we saw that we are growing, new people are here, we have new loyal fans. We decided to do an updated story of how we met. Because a lot of you have been asking us in the comment section, you guys tell us how did you meet? You guys tell us how did you meet? So if you're excited for our story of how we met, get ready because you're going to be inspired.
Yes, guys, if you're ready for this video, make sure you like it and subscribe if you're very new.
Yes, guys, in this video, I'm just going to go straight to the point of how we met.
Yeah.
So, do you want to tell people how did we meet?
No, you are the one to tell them because you started it.
Okay, guys, we are not going to beat around the bush in this video since it's an updated version of how we met.
Yeah.
We met online.
Yeah, sure. We met online, guys, and she started everything that you see here around. So I was in Malawi, of course, I was doing a certain online business, and later on, she joined the business, so we became partners. We started working together as partners, but no feelings attached, just business partners. Now, how did it come that we ended up now being friends, girlfriend and boyfriend? She knows better.
Who knows better? Was I dating myself, guys? Yeah, as he said, I joined the online business he was doing. He has been there for years in that company. So when I joined, we became business partners. Actually, there was not even a thought of relationship there. I used to respect him so much as a leader in the company, and me, I was also knowing my place. So it was just leader, you know, business partners. So how it turned now to become a relationship?
Tell them.
How it turned now to become a relationship? One day I was with my other business partners. They were telling me, you know what, Coach Rogers is single. I said, you guys, you lie. A man in such a position, in such a rank, can't be single. They said, Precious, you don't know he's single. I said, me? Is he far? Let me go and what? And ask him. I went with the intention of just knowing if he's single or married. So I went to his inbox. Hello, my leader. How are you? How is everything? He said, I'm okay. I said, I have a question for you. He said, go ahead. I asked him, are you married?
Stop right there. She provoked a sleeping dog. She provoked it.
That was a straight question.
How can you ask? You are as beautiful as she is. And you ask such a question to a man who was waiting for that time. So the question she asked was obvious.
No, it wasn't.
Are you married?
It was just a normal question, by the way, guys. It's like asking your friend, are you married or you're single? I went with just that intention. And guess what he replied? No.
So wait, guys, if you are here, if you such a beautiful woman, you are not married, okay, comes to you and asks you such a question, what do you do? What do you reply next?
You just tell them.
You guess
yes
also
no.
what I replied.
They can't guess. I'll tell you guys this response because that's where everything started from.
Yeah.
He told me, no, I was waiting for you. I thought I'm not reading it well, or what is happening? Didn't he understand my question? I was expecting, yes, I'm married, or no, I'm not married. So he said, no, I'm not married. I was waiting for you. I laughed. I just said, let me put laughing emojis. You see. Then from there, that's when the conversation was steered.
I started cooking.
You guys, there are men who can put you in a corner. They will fry you, they will roast you.
Have you ever cooked using text messages? And you feel someone is cooked?
Guys, he placed me in a corner where I could not even move. Question after question, you know, romantic conversation, that's where they began. Until I said, you know what, there's no escape here. Let me just say yes. That's when I accepted him. After the accepting, we started communicating as boyfriend and girlfriend. I even remember his car scream, yes!
But the scream was in text. It was in text.
I heard the guy scream.
And you know what, guys? The most difficult things, mostly for many of all of us, when you start a lady and you start cooking, when they finally say yes, Now the words that you said next, you get you get lost. So I got lost. What do I do next? Now she has said yes. What do I do next?
Luckily, she married someone who is talkative, someone who is social. So I'm one of the people who steer conversation. Even when I see someone who is quiet, I always find ways to make them talk.
Yeah.
So that's when we started. But the challenge was, remember that time I was still in South Africa, I was in Malawi. We had to talk via texts. That was one of the most painful parts. I know ladies who are out there, you just ended the relationship. Most ladies, they want people to know they're in a new relationship. You start posting your boyfriend on status and all that, you know, showing the world that you thought I was single. Because people used to tell me at university, you die single. I used to be a hard worker making my own money. But people were saying, you die a rich single woman. Can you imagine? I was like, I want to show them. That's when this one says underground. Up to now, I don't know why they do it to go underground.
Yeah, in fact, I wasn't comfortable where I was to review myself that now I'm in relationship, so on is going on every time I'm on cozy, sweetheart, what? So
mostly to a business partner.
Yes.
That was the trickiest part.
The other thing was, she was a business partner. By the way, we had never met before. She joined us online as well. So we connected everything online, but through that company that we are doing. So the other thing is, I remember we used to text only. So
Text
everything
messages.
that was romantic was through text messages. For over, I don't remember how long.
Over a year.
For over 1 year,
We were underground.
texting. Underground.
Over
Can you
a
imagine?
year.
That
I
love
tell
was
you.
difficult.
It wasn't easy,
And for me,
but we had to
truly,
make it work.
I am not a good texter. Like, I don't know how to text for long. But in fact, I learned from her. For her, she could write a Bible, and for me, I write one verse.
It used to pain me. I know, ladies, you can attest to this. You write someone with all your heart, a page like this, they reply with like a message like this. You start asking yourself, did they even read it or what? You also expect something similar.
Yeah, so guys, it was amazing, by the way. I had to make a decision to come back to Uganda.
Yeah.
And she told me, with one, when you go back to Uganda, we have to video call every day. I said, this one, I'm in police now. I want to do my anything. Every time is video calling. By the way, it scared me a bit. Because I wasn't used to video calls. How is it? Like, it started rolling in my mind. So, but when I came back to Uganda, the first time we video called, the connection was
That's amazing.
We saw each other. In fact, we
And
had never
actually,
seen much.
that was actually the first time we saw each other's face.
Yes, and it was amazing. It was amazing. So
I tell you.
we started from there every single day. By the way, this is advice for those who are dating long distance. At least get time with your partner, at least on a daily basis.
That would be the
If
best.
it's possible. If it's not possible, at least choose days in a week. For us, we are doing it daily. Except on days where maybe she's very busy, or I'm very busy, and we took off time that this is the time, after all this and this, we have to video call.
Yeah.
And it was going on very well. Can you imagine? Let me tell you, we used to have feelings, like romantic feelings for each other online, video call, kiss.
Those long distance, you understand the story.
And someone brings it, and you feel like I've felt it, I've taken it in. Now.
I've received
it. You see, I've received
tell
it.
you.
So many things happened, crazy stuff.
By the way, long distance just requires commitment. It wasn't easy at first to commit. But one thing we realized, he was always busy during the day. I was also busy during the day to school. You know, I was a university student. But we had to make an agreement to call every night, guys. We had to make a commitment to make the relationship work. So it was actually moving well. We're connecting so well. So I had to make a decision now, because one thing about me, guys, I didn't want something funny. I didn't want jokes. I was tired of, people who are not serious. I was so serious with this relationship. So I asked my boyfriend, you know what, when we're still dating, I wanted to see where he stands. I asked him, what's your plan? Where are you seeing us going? In that video call, he said, you know what do you mean? I said, where are you seeing us going? Marriage, everything. He said, for me, I'll hear from you. Where do you see us going? You guys, I said, since I started the conversation, let me answer. I told him, me, I'm not here to joke. It's a relationship, it has to end in marriage. If it's not marriage, I'm not going to invest my time in this. So he said, okay, me, I'm ready. I'm just waiting for you then. So I told him, the moment I finish his school, the moment I graduate, you have to come. I want marriage. I told him, you have to come to Zimbabwe and pay Lobola straight away. Yeah. He said, it's okay. So after that conversation, after a week, I remembered, but I want marriage with this guy, but I've never seen where he stays. I don't even know physically.
All the romantic things have been happening on video call.
Then I decided, you know what? Before you come to Zimbabwe, let me come there first. Because we're almost end of the year, 2022. So I had to come to Uganda, guys. We had to arrange. I traveled to Uganda for like 3 months. I had to meet him physically. I had to meet the parents. I had to know where he stays. I had to know everything before he comes to Zimbabwe. You know, because marriage is a lifetime commitment. You can't just rush. Some things you can't just rush them.
Yeah.
Imagine I could allow him to come to Zimbabwe. When you come here, I see maybe he's coming from, he's sleeping under, he's coming from underground. Can you imagine? I could not risk it.
Yeah.
So
in fact, it was a wise decision.
Yeah.
That she would first come, such that we see each other. In fact, she decided to come for the entire holiday. And guys who don't know, she even, since she's a student, she didn't want anyone to know. She said, I'm going for a business trip. Now we are saying
friend, these are the things not to reveal. You keep your mouth. People should just know I had to come to see where he stays. My mother is going to watch this video. You want her to know what I lied. Anyway, guys. That's how it happened. We end there. I came to see where he stays, see his family, the brothers, everyone, where I was going to come after I come to Uganda. Then I returned back to South Africa. Yeah. I finished my studies. Then I went back to Zim. So when I was in Zim, I was telling my friend, I hope you are ready.
Yeah.
I hope you are ready to come and marry me, because me, I'm here. If you don't come, I'm going to proceed with the studies, then go to masters. He had no option.
Yeah, he had to come. In fact, mostly I remember, and guys who are here, I remember she set my mindset in the beginning of how we should take this relationship. Because she told me, are you ready for marriage? In fact, you remember that question. Yeah. She asked me, are you ready for marriage? I said, yes, when you are ready. I told her, yes, when you are ready, I'm ready. So she said, for me, after school, just after university, you have to come to Zimbabwe. So from the beginning, in my mind, I was like, when she finishes, I have to go to Zimbabwe. And when she came here, still that was the same conversation. Are you ready to marry me? I'm remaining with the 1 year. I'm remaining with 6 months. Every time was an update. Now 3 months remaining to finish. Now 2 months remaining to finish. Hey, I was like, this is really serious.
I was very serious, guys. By the way, I will give it advice to many girls there. Yeah. Sometimes we end up complaining, this man dated me for 6 years, wasted my time for 6 years, and left me and married someone. Truthfully, define your relationship from the beginning. Ask yourselves where you're going. Test to see how serious this man is. If it's not worth it, leave it. You know, marriage is a lifetime decision. Marriage is a lifetime decision. You don't want to spend the rest of your life bitter and regretting. So just make sure you see where the relationship is going. There are other men you date, they are not even planning of marrying. They just want to enjoy life. And you are very serious and you end up with someone like that. You date for 11 years, I tell you. That's what I didn't want to, because of experiences and some things like that. I told him from the beginning, I'm not here to joke. I passed the age of entering in a relationship and just playing jokes and what. Me, I need something serious. I want to find out if you're serious about me and everything. Let's define our seriousness. When are we seeing ourselves settling? Everything. I defined it from the beginning. So whatever we're doing, it was driving to where we were going.
Yeah, and we thank God because everything went well as we had put it, as we planned. True. even you remember, we planned the date of going to Zimbabwe. When you are done, maybe I'll be in Zim for, was it
3 months?
3 months.
I told him I need time with my family.
Yeah, I need time with my family. I'll be there 3 months. Now, after those 3 months, I'll be ready. I'll be cooked well, and I'll be ready for marriage. So, after 3 months, guys, we are ready for Lobola. So I had to go with some of my friends from Uganda and some of my friends from other countries and within Zimbabwe who came just to escort me, and I always be grateful for that. You know, so we went. I didn't know much about the cultures of Zimbabwe, but they explained me a little bit. I kept on asking, here, what do I do? So they gave me, I had a friend there. I called them, what? I'm forgetting the name.
What do they give the one who stands for you? Munyai.
Hey, Munyai. Yes. Says, I have my Munyai who speak for me. Guys, I had the best time ever, the best experience ever. Because when I reached, okay, unlike here in Uganda, you reach the Bakos, you reach home, sorry, you reach the place, but there, you as me, or as a man who is going to marry there, they first hide you. And they do their negotiation with someone who is speaking on your behalf. After they agree, that's when they come and pick you and introduce you. Now you have the wife who is done. So they were about to hide me in a bush. I said, this next I want to fight me here. So I'm joking. I'm joking.
We found a better place to hide him.
Yeah.
Everything was done. They said, okay, now the Mukwasha has to come. We need to see him.
Yeah.
He entered with his American sex tour height. And everyone was like, wow.
Wow, precious as an eye. All the way from Zimbabwe.
That's good taste.
In Uganda.
It was amazing, guys. Then after Lobola, we had to come back to Uganda together.
Yeah.
And here we are now, showering you with content, telling you our love story, inspiring you. So, guys, this is how we met. Anyone who was wondering, how did you guys meet? This is the updated story. We had to make it short and tell you straight, how did we meet? So if this story was interesting to you, if you got inspired, please support us by just liking this video. Click the like button below. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't yet. It doesn't need you to pay anything. Just subscribe and support us, guys, to grow. Thank you so much for the love. We see your comments. We appreciate you. Thank you so much.